The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. And off we go from South Florida. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Along the 29-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
First play of the game, first throw of the game. Quick throw here is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
There he goes, inside the 30. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 9-yard line.
That's another
Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's first and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Hold the ready.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal.
Here we go. Shot in right now, boys. Pack the 60. Check go.
Now they'll set up to throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
He'll drop the throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, let's go. 118, what's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
18, what's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
18, what's that?
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
All right. 18, what's that?
Here's Stroud. He looks middle, and he's got his man complete. Pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
1st and 10 at the
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
All right. 18.
Crowd to throw. Hits it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Oh, hey. Tony.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Under pressure, now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Phillips. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before third down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Brevin Jordan, touchdown Texans. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. And this is no good. Unable to convert on the extra point. And it remains a 6-3 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Kamari Lassiter there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll look to throw. On a short one taken by Hawkinson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short game. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Texans who have the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8.
Here we go, sack. 70.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st and 10. On the toss, they'll run. Try to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Miami. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. In motion now, it's Collins. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
To the ground, the first down run. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Texans first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long.
18, what's that?
To throw is Stroud. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Dolphins 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 44-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another
That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That one Incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's a screen coming for Wright. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing now on third and long. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in! Touchdown, Dolphins! And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in Week 1. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Stroud going to set up to throw. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
A gain of 16
And this is why
yards.
most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Texans first down.
On second down, Stroud. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now, faking the give, flushed to his left. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's first and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Now give on the ground, and he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
It's a loss of 2.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Second down throw for Stroud. What the man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
All right.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stroud. The man, that's Collins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
They'll run straight ahead with Marks. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. This one's going to be taken in by Collins.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
All right.
Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Second down and 8.
All right.
Now Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
8 yards to go.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Slot man in motion left. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
That's fielded just shy of the goal line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
There. Good defense, held to no gain.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Motion man is Johnston. Outside, it's complete. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
From the 43, here's second down and 9.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down.
Here we go. Tony.
Stroud to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here we go. Set.
Right back to him on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Third and long.
Let's go. Hey, Chief.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, they caught the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
They'll take over at first down 10 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At the 48-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
All right. Right.
Now, Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Here we go, let's go. 19, that's right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Oh, ready? 19, what's that?
Throwing is Stroud. That's taken in. He's going to have a Texans 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
18, what's up?
Here's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle.
Number 17, Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Big play. 3rd and 2.
60 Eagles, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. Through the middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown Miami. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go. And that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point is good. And the Dolphins will up the lead to 5.
24, Texans 19.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here we go on the return from the 1. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's first down.
Here we go. What?
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Texans.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
First down, Houston.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
118. What's that?
Back to throw. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
18, that's it.
Second down throw for Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5.
18, what's that?
To throw, it's Stroud. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down.
Oh, ready? 18, that's it.
Stroud going to set up the throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have a Texans first down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
18, that's it.
Here's Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Second down, goal to go.
Tony.
Now Stroud. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This is 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete. It's Waddle. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Hopkinson. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Miami.
That's good. Dolphins. 1st down.
He'll hurry up to spike it with 13 seconds showing on the clock.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there, and we're likely down to a final snap.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So here it is, 4th down and 10. Back to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal the game. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.